What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a ton of new arrivals at EKnives. If you've never checked out EKnives, definitely check them out. I will link this page and the restocks page right down in the description so that if you don't want to sit here and listen to my commentary, you don't have to. You can just shop for yourself. But if you'd like to go over this stuff with me, hear my commentary, that's what I'm going to do. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. I did not know that the Marfion Warhound folder was still a thing that they did. But they do, and there's one sitting there, so there you go. They also carry attention to detail knives. I am going to say this, if that's titanium, yeah, it is. So this pattern that they have here is actually pretty cool. I like that a lot, and I love that they have milled a barrier all the way around the outside. That's really cool. Kind of doorknob style. How do I escape this page? Didn't we had a problem with this last time, didn't we? There we go. But yeah, okay. Look at that pocket clip. Holy moly. Is that what all the pocket clips look like? Jeez, it's like a coffin. My God. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Let's move on here. Shirograph Knives Pivot Bead. Wow. Shirograph charges $80 for those. I have one of those attached to a knife because it came with it. I did not realize those were so expensive. Look at that Heretic Manticore Bounty Hunter combo. Carbon fiber and what I'm guessing is green titanium. That's actually kind of neat. Ultim inserts on the Manticore X. Interesting. Look at this. A Stormtrooper set. Why wouldn't they sell these individually? Man, those are wild. A Stormtrooper Hellhound and what? This is why I come to look at EKnives. And I got to be honest with you. This is what usually happens with me. I come to EKnives to just scan through all their stuff because I like looking at stuff that I know I can't afford right now. And I'm just, I'm just like, it's just fun. I'm just looking at stuff. And then I end up finding something that I want and then somehow justify buying it. That's what I do. Good Lord. What is this space wizard crazy? What spell was cast on this blade? Oh my gosh. Peter Martin QSB XL fat carbon handle Zerkatai bolsters, 3.75 inch 3D printed Damascus. Oh my gosh, we saw something like this one time, and then that's how they get the skulls in there. Oh my gosh, that's wild. I think we did see this one time. Maybe there's more than one. Okay, interesting. Microtech Combat Troodon Fluted Ultim. This is the first time I have ever seen this. Man, I kind of like that. I have been on the fence about Ultim. If you're wondering, Ultim is extremely durable, and is it an appropriate material for a knife handle? Yes. Kind of on the fence about it because I'm not sure if I like how it looks, but that's kind of neat. I kind of like that with the black. I think it does look good when it's comboed with black, for sure. Oh, we got some more Veros. Some Vero Axons, an Impulse, right? And Plain Tie and DLC. We have the Praetheon with Timascus. Interesting. Black Titanium and Timascus sitting there. Okay. There is a Combat Troodon Bounty Hunter Hellhound, which for those of you trying to collect the really rare stuff, I would say that one is right there. A lot of times when we see these bounty hunter knives, the ones that are left over are like weird, partially serrated ones. And if you like serrations, that's great, but like people don't usually want those. The Hellhound Troodon Bounty Hunter, yeah, it's expensive. It's almost $1,000, but this is a collector's item, right? So if you've been waiting and hunting one of these down, I'm honestly kind of surprised that it's sitting here. Just realized that my computer is about to die and definitely needs to be plugged in. So give me just a moment here while I do that. There we go. Okay. The JRW cheat sheet. Oh, it's an organizer. Okay, I see. We have the Bounty Hunter UTX 70, substantially less expensive. Combat Troodon in Bronze Tanto, partially serrated. There's some Curtis F3 mediums here in S45VN. I know there's more than one. Yeah, I was going to say. Oh no, they got the F3 large Warney there in Magna Cut. There's another large Warney in Magna Cut with no holes in it, which if I was going to do that, I think that's probably what I'd go for. Another set of Combat Troodons. It's the Sand Trooper, which is kind of cool. Let's move on here. I like this Combat Troodon with the, oh my gosh, are there freaking Glycons here still too? I think we're actually getting back into, there's a manual, or not a manual, there's an auto stitch plain edge sitting right here. Okay, so this page is definitely interesting. I think I just got a flashback from the last, I double checked, and the last time I did this was a month ago. This is a super interesting Combat Troodon with the combo, the two-tone blade and the gray frame, and it's a plain edge, not serrated. They have a Glycon here that's double serrated and double plain edge, right? If you're into that. Then they have a regular Glycon here, which I am still tempted to buy, but I can't. And a lot of you know why I can't buy a knife right now. I'm being, I got to be strict with myself. I cannot buy anything right now. I am in financial recovery from the last knife purchase. But man, I want to buy that Glycon right there. Very cool. The Chasm. What is this 1-star review? Very curious. Let's read about this. Maybe it's a serious reviewer. Maybe it's not. Let's find out. From Matt. No slam on EKnives, but no slam on EKnives because I like doing business with them, but Tour Knives needs to back up and regroup on the Chasm XLT. It's a good EDC size. Love the thick blade. Harpoon, blah, blah, blah. Came with good cons. Lock bar stabilizer wasn't milled down far enough and wasn't seated. When it is seated, I could fully unlock the knife. Lock bar still in the way of the tang, force it to shut, and it rips the detent ball out of the frame. QC obviously knew about this before sending out the knife because I received it with the lock bar stabilizer backed off and Loctited. The stabilizer is pointless, really, given the positioning of the pocket clip. Has a radius ground tang and lock stick from Hades. Okay, this is obviously somebody who has a brain attached. Yeah, that's a huge problem, actually. So listen, when you leave a review on something, you should use this as an example of a good and helpful review, right? Just being like, they didn't ship fast. Like, that's not a review. That's just an idiot noise coming out of your idiot face. That's not something you leave on a website. It's just your, fast shipping sometimes, like if it's like you expect 2 days and it's 3 days and you leave a 1-star review on a knife saying they ship slow, that's stupid. Don't do that. People do stuff like that all the time and it's just nonsense. This is an actual review on the knife that they purchased and they had an issue with, a serious issue. This is a problem. And this is detailed. It's punctuated correctly. It's written well. Like the sentence fluency here is good, right? This is what this should be used for. It's so weird and so rare that we get an actual helpful review. Matt, whoever you are, thank you for having a brain and using it properly. But ask yourself, have you ever left a stupid review under a product and complained about something that, like, left a review that was like, just loosely related to the thing that you may... Some people will leave reviews for products under things that they didn't even buy. Like, here's another example of a bad review. If you leave a 1-star review under a product and you just write overpriced, does that mean you don't like the price tag? Or that you bought it and are unhappy with it for the price? If so, explain. If that's your idea of a review, you should not be allowed to leave a review. There should be like an invisible hand that like pushes you off of your keyboard, right? You shouldn't be able to do that because that's stupid and unhelpful. All right. Anyways, there's a stitch just sitting right there, an auto stitch. If you are a fan of automatic knives, the stitch is let me tell you, I own a lot of knives, and I love automatic knives. The Stitch is the most powerful side-opening automatic knife I have ever handled. That thing is nasty. There's a manual SOCOM Elites in there too. Partially serrated, but still pretty cool. Let's move on here to page 5. I think we're going to start getting back into some other stuff that I've already seen here. And if that is the case, we'll move into restocks. Birch Tree Blade Works Euclid. That's a mirror polished. Yeah, I think we are. I think we're getting back there. Man, I'm always tempted by those snow camo stitches there. Just want to go another page here and take a look. Yeah, we got the frag. Why? Why is this 700? Wait a minute. What is the difference between these two? Nickel boron internals. Okay. Well, that's a thing. DLC. This ultra-check mounted features a texture limit for improved grip and the chassis and they expel the dirt and debris and the internals are nickel boron coated for extra corrosion resistance. Okay. Oh, it's the Ultratech Delta Frag Shadow. Okay. Why? What is the difference between this and this? Okay, and differences are no nickel boron internals, which, okay, I'm pretty sure the internals are stainless. It doesn't have the little amphibious gills, right, down here. This is more of a two-tone, right? So it's technically, you can't call it shadow. And it's not a signature series, or is it? I mean, it has a signature on the blade. Okay. There is a nearly $300 difference between these two. I would buy this one. This makes no sense. I don't know what this is. What is it supposed to be? What is supposed to be special about it? I don't get it. Honestly, I would buy the freaking Stormtrooper Ultratech. I don't need shadows, right? It's that's way cooler, and it's for even less. That UTX-85 Warhound is less. Oh, there's a PM Mach 2 Auto sitting there. Is that that's Thai. Okay, if you missed out on the PM Mach 2, oh, that's the little one. Okay, but if you want an automatic little one, there's a little one sitting right there. Let's, real quickly, I want to look at the restocked page just to see. We're still getting this going here. So sometimes, you know, the restocks and not really. This is a restock? When was it ever stocked? Man, I freaking want a giant tomahawk. Why? Okay, so some of this stuff is, a lot of this stuff is stuff that we just saw. Okay, it's still kind of that way. They list their restocks on the same, in the same area, like with their new arrivals. They do that, which honestly, I think they should do, and like DLT should do that anyway, right? But if you want to look through the restocks page, I'll let you. There's 7 pages of it. Okay. I think that's going to be pretty much it. I don't think EKnives has any new exclusives. They still have, you know, the titanium Quantum Ursus. The Quantum Ursus is the best full-size Shirogorov buy, period. If you're going to buy a full-size Shirogorov knife and you don't want to spend $1,000 on a Shiro, you can buy this for $775, or you can pay even less for one of the standard models that don't have, that's not the EKnives exclusive, right? They have them on this page. So that would be my recommendation for people looking for that. But anyways, I think that's going to be pretty much it today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.